evening, welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be my pickups for November. So the first pickup I got was a Facebook Marketplace bundle. It was actually two bundles. This guy just moved into my local area, and he was selling off a couple of his consoles. So he was selling a Wii bundle and a 360 bundle. And I messaged him and I said, do you have anything else? And he showed me a picture of these 3 Game Boy games as well. And I was like, aye, okay, one of those games are like kind of pays for the kind of bundle as it is. So I said, how much would you want for the 2 console bundles, the Wii bundle, 360 bundle and the 3 Game Boy games? And he said 50 quid. So I was like, no bother, fine. So I went to see him at a car park down at the supermarket, and we exchanged money for these 2 consoles. And we got, so the consoles are in here: Xbox console and a Wii console. And they came with 2 controllers for the Xbox, 2 Wii nunchuck things for the Wii, and also 2 of the Wii, what do you call them, classic controllers, I think they're called. Yeah, so the bundles were nice condition. And these are the games that we got with it. So, in fact, there was one more, but I don't know what it is. It was a loose disc of, what do you call it? A loose disc of Need for Speed Underground on the GameCube. There was another GameCube game in there, which was Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. And then we got Wii Sports, Mario Strikers Charged Football, Mario Kart Wii, Wii Sports Resort, Medal of Honor Heroes 2. I think out of all them, this is the only one I'll keep because I don't have this one. And I used to really enjoy playing the Medal of Honor games back in the day. They were really good, good fun, those ones. So I might keep that one actually. Rockstar's Table Tennis and Red Steel. And then the Xbox bundle came with Grand Theft Auto 5, Colin McRae Duck 2, Max Payne 3, which is an absolute classic. It's a fantastic game. I've said this before, like, it's a brilliant game, really action heavy. Max Payne's a badass in it, but he's an absolute hopeless bodyguard, but he's an absolute beast. Black Ops 2, FIFA Street 3, FIFA 12, Driver San Francisco, and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. So out of all that bundle, I think there's only 1 or 2 maybe I'm going to keep, but I'm going to try and get a big bundle together of all the kind of doubles I've got and things like that. And I want to move them on, but I don't know. I've got an idea of how I want to move them on, but I'm going to speak to somebody first before I move them on and see if he wants to do something. If he does, cool. If he doesn't, then that's absolutely fine. But anyway, the 3 Game Boy games that came with it was Chess Master. Can he beat a bit of chess? FIFA 97. I'm sure Mark Jordy Slasher's going to love this because it's got, who do you call him? Big David Ginola on the front, big L'Oreal himself. And then it was this Game Boy game, which I think for 50 quid for the whole bundle, this game goes for that much. Like, I think it's maybe 48 it goes for on CEX, and it's Ghosts and Goblins. So I look forward to giving that a wee blast. I've played obviously Ghouls and Ghosts on the Mega Drive, and that's bloody solid. But I've never played it on the Game Boy. I don't know if it's like a port of the kind of Master System one. I don't know. But I just to have that one. That's a wee gem. So that was the Facebook Marketplace bundle, and then we'll go on to some charity shop stuff. So the first one I picked up from charity shop was, these were all £1. Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior. I remember playing this on the PS2 back in the day, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a fantastic game. Like, I don't think it I don't think it like did anything new or anything special, but I just really enjoyed it. So I'm happy to have this again. It's for the PC, and I need to get my PC back down from the loft and give it another go. It was pissing me off at one point. It just didn't work for half the stuff, but I need to grab it again from the loft. But that was a really cool game. Really enjoyed that. Happy to have that. And then 2 GameCube games in the second-hand shop. Nothing amazing. We got Extreme G Racing. Is it Extreme G3? I do like an arcade racer as well, so that's pretty cool. Shark Tale. So we get 2 GameCube games for £1 each. It's not bad. And then, this is from another second-hand shop down the street that's just opened up, and they had massive piles of like 360 games and stuff like that. But these are the only ones I kind of picked out because I think I needed them, but I don't actually need this first one, so I've got it already, which was Tekken 6. Class games, the Tekkens are just brilliant. So that will go into this bundle that I'm hopefully going to move on at some stage soon. Warhammer Battle March. So this looks like a kind of, I don't know if it's an RTS kind of game or not, but it looks alright. I quite like Lord of the Rings stuff. And that's what it kind of reminds me of, I guess. Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. I've never played Destroy All Humans game, so that's kind of new to me. Chrome Hounds. Again, never played this one. It's an Xbox 360 exclusive, only on Xbox 360. Far Cry Instincts Predator. So this game I played Far Cry Instincts, I think it was the beginning of the year. I never finished it, it was on the original Xbox. That's another video I'd like to do, like a video on games that I fell off of this year. So just like, it's not because they're bad games, it's just because they just didn't really hold me. But this one was quite cool when you're in the jungle and things like that. I think it might play a bit better on the 360. And then Splinter Cell Blacklist. Never finished a Splinter Cell. I've played a couple of them but never finished them. I think this one's meant to be really good, but I think the one that's meant to be brilliant is it Conviction? I think it is. I think I remember seeing like a video or a shot, and it was this kind of set piece where he went into the toilets and started smacking this guy about. Kind of reminded me of Casino Royale, but that's cool. And then we'll go on to Game. So at the beginning of the month, we're up to Game in marking a local area in Ayr, and there wasn't that many in the 3 for 2, but there was these 2 games for cheap, and I thought I'll jump on them. But never played any of them, especially this first one. I think it's going to be super hard, like so solid. And it's Guacamelee 1-2 Punch Collection. I think these games are meant to be really, really tough, but they look kind of cool, and it's like that kind of modern retro kind of vibe at the moment. They do look quite good. And then this one here, I'm sure Eddie at Roller Claw, sorry, I'm pretty sure he picked this up for cheaper and on a better system. But it's Tales of Symphonia remastered, and it was only $13.98. I thought it was a wee bargain. It's the collector's edition, so the steel book and things like that, and it is brand new. It's really cool. Can I show you? You've got like stickers, and then more stickers, and then like postcards, and then a nice steel book. So it is all brand new. It's still sealed. But I'm looking forward to playing something like this again. I think it was last year I played Zestiria, Tales of Zestiria. That was one with the wee kind of boy, there was a mage and you could see like people that weren't there kind of thing. And then Tales of Arise I played this year, I think. Tales of Arise was brilliant, and I've seen the DLC's out for that now, a new chapter. But it's quite expensive for a DLC, so I don't think I'm going to jump on that just now. I might grab that if it comes down to like, I don't know, a 10 or something, or less than that. But Tales of Symphonia, I think that could be quite good. Never played it before. Let's see if I can chuck this back in easy. If not, I'll do it later. Get in. Sorted. And then just yesterday, so the last 2 days, me and the missus were up in Glasgow, and I went into game there as well. Loads of games in there. I've got 3 here at the moment that I picked up, and it's one game that I've been wanting for the longest time, and I'm sure it was, I think it was Mark, or it was Dylan, or it was Scott, I can't remember, who put up in the 52 chat that this game is going for 20 quid brand new. I was close to getting it, but I got it 3 for 2. I was wanting to wait off until I went up to Glasgow to see what 3 for 2 is, because I was sure this was going to be in the 3 for 2 eventually, and it was. And it's Evil West. This game looks fantastic. I know Mark's finished it. He said it was a good game. And who else was playing it? Heaps was playing it as well. I think it's just that kind of mid 7 out of 10 game that is just a blast to play. And I remember watching Heaps playing it, and I just thought it looked so cool, so violent and fast and action packed, and I just thought it looked really, really good since then. So I'm really happy to get that now, and I knew it was going to come to the 3 for 2, so we got that in 3 for 2, which is bloody brilliant. The other one I'm waiting for to go into 3 for 2 is Atomic Heart. Again, one of the guys put on, I think it was Mark, put on the chat that that's going for 20 quid brand new on Amazon, I think it was. Atomic Heart was another one at the beginning of the year that I had my eyes on, because I just thought it looked brilliant. It looked very Bioshock. I'm still on the lookout for Atomic Heart. That'll come to the 3 for 2 soon as well, I'm sure of it. But Evil West looks brilliant. So the other 2 I got in 3 for 2 was Sonic Frontiers. Again, this is it's not a new game. I think it was out this year though, or the tail end of last year. I can't really remember. No, it came out last year, I'm sure. But this got like a mixed reception. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. But in the 3 for 2, I thought I'm going to grab that because I do quite like Sonic games. And then another one I'm sure that I've seen, Retro Ghetto. He was playing this a wee while ago. I'm sure it was this game, but it was in the PS2 he was playing it. Was it this? I'm sure it was, I'm not sure. Maybe. It's Assault Suit Lenos. So again, it looks like a modern retro 2D kind of shooter, running gun kind of thing. It looks really good. It's probably going to be solid, but I've seen that there as well, so I grabbed that. I love a 3 for 2. I love the games 3 for 2. Honestly, it's fantastic. And then the last bunch I got this month, sorry, was a bunch of games from Cash Generator or Cash Converter, or one of them kind of, I never remember what was it called. It doesn't even tell me here. Cash Generator, that's what I'm going to call it. So we got Need for Speed Most Wanted for the Vita. That was only $4.99. I don't have many. I think I've got like maybe 6 Vita games now, including this. But I do like a Need for Speed game. Shit. Talking about Need for Speed, I picked up, it's downstairs, I picked up Need for Speed Unbound as well. So I remember seeing Need for Speed Unbound, the trailers for it and everything, and I thought it looked absolutely brilliant. It's got fantastic graphics, but the kind of twist to it is it's got like cel shaded effects. So like when you're doing your drifting and things like that, the cel shaded smoke comes out the back. It's so cool. It's really, really cool. I'm just struggling with it a little bit because it's a bit of a grind. Like I'd say maybe like a third of the game, and like I've only still got like 2 cars. It's very grindy. I don't really know if I'm playing it right, to be honest, but I don't mind it. I'll go back to it now and again. But that was only £10 and it was in Asda at a tenner. Anyway, back to Cash Generator. This one here is one that Ross mentioned on Bahaha. Like I don't know if he played it recently, but he mentioned it in one of his videos. I feel like I'm having deja vu. I don't know if I've showed this before. Have I? I don't know. But it's Observer. He mentioned this because he was talking about, I think he was talking about, what was he talking about? Maybe the suicide of Rachel Foster he was talking about. maybe, I can't remember, but he said that it's a kind of like a walking simulator, and it sounds really good. It's got big Rutger Hauer in it as well. And fun fact, I met Rutger Hauer in Amsterdam. Fun fact 101. Next one I picked up, I wasn't sure if I had it or not, but I really liked this game, but on the Switch, and it's Call of Juarez the Cartel. The one that I played on Switch was Gunslinger, and that was bloody brilliant, Gunslinger. This one looks like a modern day kind of Call of Juarez. And then we'll keep them two today, because they two were a bloody bargain. Syndicate for £1. So that Call of Juarez is only 50p, so I thought I'll pick it up anyway, give it a blast. Syndicate looks really good as well. I've seen some gameplay of this before, and it looked quite interesting. That was only £1, so that's alright. And then Ridge Racer Unbounded. This is a game I've wanted for quite a wee while as well, because I really do like my arcade racers, and this one looked pretty cool. It was only £1.99. I don't see that much anywhere. Like I never actively go to look for it, but I just never really see it, and when I seen it in there, I thought I'm going to grab that. It looks good. It looks fast. It looks intense. It just looks good. Aye. And then these two, a bloody bargain, honestly. They go for a lot more than they were £1 each. So when I was in Cash Generator, I was down looking at all the kind of games on the shelves, and I could hear the kind of workers, and they were talking, and the woman said, "Is there any space over there for more PS2 games?" And I was like, "Oh, I wonder what she's got over there." So I took those games up, paid for them, and I seen this pile of games behind her, and I said, "Are they going out on the shelf? Can I have a wee look at them?" And she went, "Ah, you have a wee look." She brought them over, and we got these two absolute bangers for £1 each. So the first one is Obscure on the PS2. I do have this on the Xbox already, but it wasn't complete. This is all complete, and it goes for a lot more than £1. I played the start of it a while ago, and you're like you control like high school students, and there's like spooky things going on, and you play into the co-op as well, so I think that would be quite cool. But I really chuffed to get that for £1, it's amazing. And then the last one I got for £1, again, it goes for a lot more than like CEX. But this style of game, I got one recently from Retro Red Steve. I've not had a shot of it yet though. He sent me up a Wii version of, what was it? Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles. But this is on the PS2, and it's Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica. I played Dead Aim, I think it was called, last year, and it was really cool. It was kind of slow and kind of sluggish, but it was a good kind of light gun game. But this one looked a lot better, and again for £1, absolute bargain. Aye, I think that's it. That's me for the month. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.